What has been the overall thought, if you had to distill your vision and your outlook to running India's Reserve Bank?
No, two things come to mind. One is the fact that, in these very uncertain times, we have been primarily led and driven by the domestic growth inflation dynamics, because as I mentioned, primarily, ours is a domestic demand driven economy. We are better positioned vis-a-vis, some of the other smaller Asian countries which depend more on exports. Secondly, I think because inflation has been rather benign, so that's why, we were able to cut rates by 125 basis points. The second thing to be kept in mind is that the banking industry over the last few years, and this is not, the result of work of, of 1 year or a few months, it's the result of work, of everyone, of all the players, whether, it's the private sector banks, the public sector banks, the regulator, of course, and government, being a very, very important stakeholder, being the owner of the public sector banks. The strength that you see today in the banking sector is a result of that. And that has enabled us to take some of the measures that you mentioned relating to changes that we brought about, deregulation, as you would like to call it, in the banks, and giving the banks some more space to work on. So these are, I think, the two changes or two things, that we kept in mind while taking our policy-related decisions.